Welcome back to The Fan, your go-to source for all things youth sports. We have an exciting episode today filled with trending stories, highlights, top plays, and more. I'm your host, Laurence Maroney, and to the left of me, legendary Mr. Do-It-All himself, Van Swingler.
Man, I've been waiting on this debut, man.
And why is that?
Because I had to lay off 6'9" to get to this seat. I had to lower the seat and all type of stuff. But
Hey,
he'll be back next week.
We're going to form a union, and we will fight back. I'm going to get you back on the show, my brother. But we're going to jump right into it. One of the trending topics, or hottest topics right now in youth sports in the youth community, is coaches and how they deal with letting their kids play in AAU games. If we're talking about basketball or All-American games for football, should they hold them back, let them go? Van, what do you feel about it?
Well, me being a legendary coach that I am, I wouldn't see myself holding a kid back for opportunity, right? It's all about, I ain't gonna say exposure, but it's all about seeing what else is out there. Seeing if you think you are, or your parent think you are one of the best, it's an opportunity to get out there and see if you really about that life. And especially if somebody picked you to be on the AAU team and you on just an in-house team that ain't gonna do much but maybe some in-house stuff, right?
Right. No, I'm with you. So let's talk about the pros and cons. What would be the pros and cons of letting the kid play, don't let a kid play, or tell us something about like why are most coaches afraid to let their kids go play in these?
Well, I guess first of all, the pros of it is some kids don't get the opportunity to go and travel and see the world. Families got other things going on. They got parents might have other kids. It might be a little tight, but this is an opportunity for these kids to get an opportunity to get out of state, to socialize with other kids, and also like just to kind of beat their chest a little bit and be like, hey, I'm one of the top dogs in my state.
For sure.
You're gonna have to handle me, kind of like when you was a kid, right?
No, I ain't go. We go out of state, but I get it though.
Yeah.
I get it though. So why do you think most coaches are afraid to allow their kids to go play on AAU teams or play on All-American teams?
I think it's never been me, but personally, I feel like never. They're not leaving me, but I feel like a lot of coaches feel like they're gonna lose their kid. Whether they're gonna lose their kid to the person that's actually taking them, or they're gonna lose their kid because they meet new friends and they want to play with this guy because he was really good. Now they like, man, I got to rebuild behind losing my superstar. But that's the biggest reason for me.
For sure. So say that situation happened. I like the game of hypotheticals. Say no, for real. Check me out. Stay with me. Say that happens. Should a coach be salty, mad, or should he just be happy that this may be a betterment for the player?
We in St. Louis, right? They're gonna be salty, but should you conform to what's best for that kid? Of course. We all say it's about the kids, but at the end of the day, it's about these coaches' egos. I look at it on social media all the time. So that being said, I believe like it's never gonna be a easy moment, but at the end of the day, if you're a true coach, it should always be about the next man up. If you left, I'm gonna find me another Laurence Maroney.
Well, that might be hard to do. You know what I'm saying? He was a one-of-a-kind type of guy, but no, for sure. So with that being said, what I'm hearing, if any player, so let's just say LJ, my son, he plays for you. Right. If you let him play an All-American game and another team wants him and he want to go, would you be happy for him? Or catch these balls?
So the kid, I'm gonna be happy for, but the parent's gonna be a nice conversation. We better than that, right? We better than that.
We locked in.
You can't come over my house no more. As a parent, you can't do that. But like I said, if the parent feel like there's something better out there, because ultimately the kids don't drive.
For sure.
So they could say, yeah, I want to go play with my friend, but the parent gonna end up putting their foot down if it's convenient, or they feel the energy of the coach is what's best for their kid. So at the end of the day, I can't blame that kid. I'm gonna have a conversation with the parent. Are you sure this is what you want to do? You gonna lead this? Like we got the Coach Prime mentality, right?
For sure. Who wouldn't want to come play for Coach Prime? Baby, please tap in with the Seminoles. But we'll be right back with another episode of The Fan. And I'm your host, Laurence Maroney.
And I'm your co-host, legendary.
He ain't gonna be here for long.
The fill-in host, Van Swingler.
Let's get it. Today we have a jam-packed show filled with the latest scores, trending stories, and some jaw-dropping highlights this week in youth athletics. Whether you're a player, parent, or just a sports fan, we've got something for you. Let's dive right in.
Welcome back on The Fan, your one-stop destination for youth sports. And here on this episode, we have a special guest here with me, Mr. Robert Kennedy, a player and a coach with an impressive basketball journey and co-founder of Lou Runs. Mr. Robert Kennedy, please tell us a little bit about it.
Man, how y'all doing? Hey, first off, man, thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here. So to spread this message on what we got going on with the Lou Runs. So the Lou Next was pretty much inspired by, at first it was during COVID. So during COVID, we just kind of stuck in the house. Then we just started having these runs around the city. And then it just kind of went viral. Then I had a women's run. Then it just started just going up. And then we just tried to figure out like what's next. Like we can't stay outside forever. So we just kind of say, man, you know what, let's get into the middle school space. So we did a 3-on-3, partnered with the City League. We just saw the growth of like the middle school. Then we just said, man, let's have our All-Star game. So we had our first one last year at St. Mary's. So shout out to St. Mary's.
Sure,
and then we had a sold-out crowd. I mean, about 1,100 people came out, and that's when the light bulb clicked. And we like, you know what? Let's just try to make a staple in it. And then here we go, year 2.
That's what's up, man. So how do you select players for this Lou Runs Next?
It's a real
Invite only.
it's a real strenuous process because it's just not just make a call. Like that's the first thing we do. We do either call a parent or talk to the grassroots coaches, and then we go see these kids play. Then we talk to their middle school coaches. Then we go evaluate them. Then we just send people out. We got a small team. And then we send guys out to go look at these kids. So people think we just pick them just to pick them. Like, nah, we really go watch them. And we go and we look at matchups as well. We look at height, we look at matchups, we look at who does what, who does this. So it makes it a little bit more intimate when they do match up against some of these kids in the city. And we just don't pick kids from St. Louis. We go on the outskirts, Kansas City, Illinois, Southern Illinois. We try to like blend it in a little bit so you know, the city can see the talent as a whole instead of just, you know, just certain kids that everybody just want to see on the court. We want to match them up.
For sure. So I know you touched on it, but let me go a little deeper. Is it just talent-based, like a guy that say, oh, I'm overly talented, I got handles, I can shoot, I can do this. Why you ain't pick me? Like, what is it all besides talent that you're looking for? Is it the way their schooling, their education?
Yes, all of that plays a part.
The way they think, the way they act, their personalities.
Yeah.
Like, what all goes into action besides just having highlights?
So, you know, when we look at these kids, we obviously look at like what schools they go to, who they are. Sometimes we even do our evaluation based off of, we have parents send us we do a form, they'll send us their GPA. We want to know if they're in honors classes, we want to know if they're in AP classes, we want to know if they're doing things in the community as far as National Honor Society, things like that. So we get a full detail, like what type of kids these are, and that's how we really kind of can depict like who's a real pillar as far as basketball, who just don't do the extra while you're doing the game, like, cause you got to be able to do the extra. You got to you just got to be an overall good person.
Right. So I follow you on social media. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at everything you got going. I'm watching the Lou Runs as it takes place. And I'll be looking at some of the stuff you type, and you were saying some of the things that these parents were saying in these games.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Can you share with us a little bit about some of the stuff that you was hearing?
Man, sometimes I sit back and I like to listen to certain language that parents say. And I think sometimes parents don't get a real good understanding of like what you're yelling when your kid is out there on the floor. You know, just an example, take the ball. And it's like, okay, they're a 6th or 7th grader. They don't really understand what take the ball means. Let's use more basketball terminology to help those kids' basketball IQ a little bit more. You yell and take the ball, so how often do you go outside and work on defense with your kid? Is that trainer working on defense with that kid? Do they really understand is it just take the ball, or you want them to play better defense? Like, what's the message you're trying to persuade? And I think in real time, kids don't understand that when they parents just yelling stuff from the stands. And I think parents need to sit back. I'm not saying you don't supposed to coach your kid, maybe coach them in the car. But you just need to like relax and just be a spectator and let the coach fix that problem.
For sure.
You know, or let the trainer step in and fix it. But you can't fix it from the stands. And I think it's just unrealistic when they do yell it.
So as being a coach and being a player yourself, like what's some of the philosophies you try to instill in these kids as they're playing, as they're maturing and growing up in this game?
Man, it's all about the work. I mean, if you ain't in the gym, like, and working on your craft, then you're not gonna get better. But you also gotta minimize the work too. You gotta be good at 2 to 4 things. Like, you don't need to be good at 9 to 10 things when you're playing this game. You know, and I think that's real development. So when parents are going to these different trainers, yeah, they just gonna take your money because you're there in the gym with them, but is your kid getting better? Is your kid in an environment with 20 other kids, or they're in an environment with 1 to 3 kids and they're really focusing on like the real personal level of it? So, and I think that's the biggest thing that parents need to understand when it comes to like developing your kid. You need to have them in smaller spaces, smaller groups. Make sure that trainer understands like, hey, we're here to work on 2 to 3 things. We're not here to work on 80 different things. And then you look up, you didn't spend a year with this trainer and your kid ain't getting better.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just in kind of like wrapping up, we want to talk about what the Lou Runs Next got next. What's next?
Okay, well, what's next for the Lou Runs? March 27th, we are at Webster Grove High School. We have our All-American game. Our first game is the Rising Stars, the 7th grade. Then we roll right into the 8th grade, and then we roll right into the 8th grade All-American for the girls. So those are our 3 games. And then after that, we have a plethora of camps. We're looking to do a junior league. We got a 100 camp coming up for the top 100 8th graders. And then we're going to do the girls, and then we're going to do the 7th graders. So we just kind of got a lot going on when it comes to camps and stuff like that.
So what you telling me, I can't get an invite?
Yeah, you gonna get an invite. You gonna get an invite. You gonna make the game just based off of your name.
All he can do is dunk, man. So
I can't even do that, man.
No, you got it.
I can't do that. But man, once again, appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Having us, letting us know about all the amazing things you got going on in the community and what you're doing for the basketball world. And I'm once again your host, Laurence Maroney, here on The Fan, and we'll be right back with you. Welcome back. We have another special guest here with us today, AAU champion, AAU MVP champion of the All-American game, Chris Nelson Jr. Little Chris, what's up? What's up? Talk to me.
What's up?
That's how you do it?
No, what's up?
One more time, the 3rd time it's on.
Oh, what's up?
So let's go straight into the All-American game. Tell me about it. Was it fun for you? Did you enjoy it? Would you go back? Talk to me.
It was fun, and Florida was fun too. And me and my team was grinding to win the game, the championship.
Yeah, I did that.
For sure. I was there. I seen it. I witnessed it with my own eyes. And I seen some great performances. The things you did, not only offensively, but defensively was special. So do you pride yourself as being a tough quarterback to be able to play offense and defense? Straight up?
I got picks. I picked somebody at Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, pick you too. So actually, I got a question because I was there. Being down at halftime, what was your mind frame? Was you nervous that, oh, we might lose, or was it, come on, team, let's get it back together, we know we can win?
I wasn't nervous because I knew we was going to win the team, and I was just praying to God so we can win the team and win the ring, so I wasn't nervous.
Okay.
That ring
dog
was impressive.
mentality.
I seen that ring. It was impressive too, man. You still be wearing it? Do you take it to school, like, or you just put it on the shelf and like that's
I
it?
put it in my box team.
You got.
Oh, so you got a lot of them, is what you're telling me. I hear you.
So, just asking. I know you are highly recruited, like you one of the top players, period. But you one of the best quarterbacks. I see all the films. I see everything you're doing. What's your expectations for this season? I heard y'all with a new program this year. I heard y'all U City now. So
Yeah, we got new players, so we gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
oh yeah,
Ooh, that's a bold.
that's what's up.
Check
They got the
him out.
quarterback for it for sure, right?
So I got to ask another question. So you saying the All-American game, it was fun, you enjoyed it. Would you go back again next year to to defend your championship for 9U?
It was fun.
It was fun.
So one last question for me. I just want to know, like, I know you got a new team. I'm gonna quit talking about the All-American game for a second. But is there any other players on your team that we should be looking out for, like that this kid is gonna help y'all get over the top this year?
Like Chase and Mac and like all the kids.
All the kids.
Okay.
You got a for real team. That's what's up, quarterback. I hear you.
So, last question, because I can't let Van get nothing off last. Last question. If your head coach would have stopped you from playing or wouldn't want you to play in this All-American game, how would you feel?
I feel sad.
Would you still want to play?
Well, that wasn't never gonna happen.
My dog.
Yeah, I'll be sad. And I'll be sad and mad.
Sad and mad.
But I still got a ring.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We're going to wrap it up here with another great interview with my man, Chris Nelson Jr., man. I appreciate you coming on the show, talking with us, man. And we'll be right back with another episode here on The Fan. Welcome back to The Fan. As you can see, I'm here at arguably one of the greatest high schools across the bridge, East St. Louis. Hey, come with me, come check this thing out and see what all the hype about. Check it out, come on. What's going on, The Fan? I'm here at the field, man, the amazing Field of Champions with Coach Q. So Coach Q, man, this is amazing field, man. First and foremost, shout out to East St. Louis, man. My son got to play his Super Bowl championship, 6U Super Bowl championship here on this field, man. This field is amazing. Soft turf, something I would have loved to play on it, but never did. But Tammy, when was this field put here?
So we first got turf in 2008, and we recently had updates and renovations in 2016. So what you see right now is from 2016, turf and all, track, those are all of the updates.
So they say the Field of Champions. So that means y'all had to be blessed with a lot of talented athletes and produced a lot of talented athletes. How many athletes y'all have entering the draft this year?
This year right now, offhand, I want to say we have 4 kids entering the draft with Dominique Lovett, Luther Burden, Spraggins, and I want to say it's one more, Murray State, Kavon. Yeah, Murray State. I can't forget my boy.
So with all that being said, like what separates East St. Louis from everything else? Like what makes athletes want to play here, want to be a part of this culture?
It's more so a brotherhood more than anything. They know how to band together. Typically, a lot of times you see teams, they have individuals. Right now, it's not a bunch of individuals, so we don't got all the 4 stars, 5 stars right now. When we won our state championship, we had 1 4-star this past season. So the brotherhood brought that together. Them kids being hungry and fighting through it all together from the winter to the end of the summer to spring, fall, however it go.
Yeah, putting that work in.
They came together.
First and foremost, let me say congrats. Y'all just won state, keeping the great legacy alive, man. Man, that's great. Hopefully one day, man, my son get here, maybe not get to play for the great
East
Side Flyers.
At East Side.
But listen, we about to wrap it up, and we've been watching this amazing field. Look at this amazing scoreboard they have, press blocks, bleacher. I know the atmosphere here got to be great. Let's go check out what more East St. Louis got to offer. I just can't wait to see this weight room. Come on, follow me. So listen, we finna go come check out this locker room. Come on. Okay. All right. Listen, I've been in a lot of college locker rooms, man, and it's very none got to be top tier, man. I guess that's what they giving out here, man. They ain't giving no NILs, but they giving you top-notch facilities, man. This is a state-of-the-art locker room. Yeah, this decent. Definitely decent. Nice. This make you want to get a full roster. How many lockers? About 100?
Including the ones around the corner, should be trying.
What's the most y'all have on the team?
On the varsity roster,
Yeah.
we'll carry probably about 52. Probably as a team, probably about 86 kids, somewhere around there.
Oh wow. That says a lot about participation, man. I know that's one of the killers for a lot of schools, man. It's getting athletes coming out to participate, to even be a part of a team, man. I know when I played at Normandy, boy, we had 23 on varsity.
And had to figure it out.
Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out,
Both
man.
ways.
This is an amazing locker room. I ain't gonna lie. They got us beat in that department, man. I ain't gonna give y'all too many flowers, but I like it. I like it. Hey, I like it, man. This is dope. And you saying so for people to know, just for y'all to know, they get shirts,
Shorts,
jogging
suits,
shoes,
and
slides, cleats,
Yeah.
gloves, everything.
that a football player should need.
Wow. Hey, I know where I'm gonna send LJ in the future. That's if they still winning by then. Yeah. Niggas always want to hit you with the, can you do it? Yeah. I did it already. You sure right. I'm still like, locker room to be at the top. Not locker room, okay, I can do that. Not locker room. Weight room. Oh yeah. Boy, I'm talking about this. They basically, West Hall was it was 2 gyms. They basically took a full gym and literally made that bitch into a collegiate weight room. Now, do they use it? Hell no. It's the second. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, they both all Americans.
There go Didi right here.
1998. You gotta get that.
That's my dog. Listen, I remember I got to tell him the story.
Get this close.
When I finally got to see him my sophomore year, after he came off that hamstring.
Right.
At Clayton.
Right. Jumbo flying up there.
Ooh, I see it.
Scoreboard back there. Right there.
Welcome back, man. I guess this is why they call this the City of Champions, man. Look at all the hard work over the years East St. Louis was able to accomplish and get, man. Oh, wow, look down the hall. Oh, look who we ran into, man. Coach Sunk, man. How you doing? I'm all right, man. Congratulations on all your success, man.
Appreciate
everything you do, man. You've been a pillar in the community and been a hell of a coach since you beat me 90 to nothing. But, man, thanks for that tutorial school, man, and showing us what champions and setting the standard, man. And this is what y'all do, man. You set the standard.
No doubt.
Appreciate you
coming through.
Look at them. Check out the hard work. So this one is actually special to me too, because the NFL gave this out to every high school that produced a Super Bowl player, and Brian Cox played, and so that's why East St. Louis got one. Who else got one is Normandy, because you're looking at the Super Bowl player himself. Check us out. Yeah, I don't steal mine from Normandy. Because I don't give one. No, they don't give us one. But it's just like, they should, but it's like, man, it's nowhere up in the school. Like put it like this. We don't have nothing like this in Norman. Like, you just understand, like, even when the kids come here, whether they know these people individually, I might not never know who Derek Man is. Right. I want to be here. I can. Oh, yeah.
Yes, man.
We don't see out of the state, though. Well, listen here, fan. It's been an amazing journey traveling through this City of Champions, man. As you can tell, you can see why this is the City of Champions, man. If no kid, parent can get motivated walking through these halls, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna be a hard, tough act to follow. But hey, coming up next is Top 10 Plays of the Week, man. We out.
Welcome back to the fan. Guess what? We got another top 10 special one here from the Spillover Network. Check it out. Here's number 10, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty, but watch how you land there, big fella. Number 9, we got a tip pass, and he caught it. That's crazy. Good awareness, big dog. Good awareness. Number 8. Whoa, watch where you're going. And he picked it up. Good awareness by the cornerback. Woo! That was a crazy Super Bowl game, boy. Crazy game. Shout out to the Mad Dogs. Number 7, we got some 8th grade basketball here. Check them out. Oh, hit him with the whoopsie daisy. Spinner-Rooney. Like the Tasmanian Devil. Where you at, fam? Where you at? Number 6. Whoa, true vision. Look at that pass. That's my dog, DJ, right there. Look at that pass. Check him out. Court vision. A lot of third graders don't have that. Number 5. Check him out. Number 0 gets the handoff. Spinner-Rooney. Oh my God. With a nice stiff arm to finish off the play. Check him out again. There was no bringing him down. Shout out to you, St. Louis. He's going to be a freshman next year. Number 4. Man, this young man was running crazy. Probably one of the top running backs in this class, I have to say. Well, y'all got somebody special right there. That run was so crazy. Had me dizzy all day. Number 3. What we got here, a little AAU. He steps back for the pass. Oh, he's not open with the pick. And he's gone. That was a nice pick. I think that was about an 80-yard run right there. They could not catch him running. Underlay. He's out of there. It's like a pick 6 to me. Here we go, number 2. We get to the nitty-gritty. He's safe. On the man. Can't get no better than that. Here we go, number 1. This is why number 1. He's only in 7th grade. That's crazy. Thanks for tuning in to another Top 10 on the Fan.
Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of The Fan. I hope you enjoyed all the highlights, stories, and all the great plays we brought to you today.
Stay tuned for the Lou Runs next, and also Lil Chris Nelson Jr. and all his amazing plays. I'm your fill-in co-host, Van Swingler.
And I'm Laurence Maroney, the legendary, true legendary Laurence Maroney. And until next time, you're watching The Fan.